41 apiece tonight for LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. The first set of teammates to each score 40 in an NBA Finals game. Their combined 82 points is the third most ever by teammates in an NBA Finals game. And they're 73% of the offense tonight, the third most ever in an NBA Finals game. Kyrie, back-to-back postseason career highs. You can see he's joined us here on the set here at Oracle Arena in Oakland. Congratulations on the win. Do you feel like you found something in terms of the defense presented to you over the last couple of games, or you feel like you just were feeling it?
I think we were just playing at an unbelievable pace tonight. 28 fast break points to their 9. A lot of long rebounds that we weren't getting in Game 4 that kind of changed the flow of the game in the fourth quarter. And with us, we just kept being aggressive. We kept coming to the bench, understanding that if we stuck to our game plan, we had a great chance of winning this game.
And pace isn't always just fast break stuff. Sometimes it's just being decisive in the half court. Do you feel like that's improved over the course of the series?
Absolutely. All I saw was the basket tonight, and then I knew that if I continued to drive and continued to get in the paint, it would open up opportunities for my teammates. So I just continued to have that aggressive mindset and stayed within the lines and continued to play my game.
Now, Kyrie, when you're this aggressive offensively and you find yourself with a back-to-back 30 and then you drop a 41. I thought that you were in a great groove tonight offensively. And when you find yourself in that kind of groove, what actually is going through your mind in a closeout game like this when you're under this much pressure?
All I'm thinking about is win or go home. I've never been in a situation like this before, especially at a platform like this on the finals. So all I was thinking is, okay, just take your emotion out of it and just stick to just playing basketball. That's it. Just be great at what you do. Continue to lean on the guys and continue to find leadership with LeBron as well as leading my guys, and continue to be aggressive. That's all I was thinking about, because if I'm aggressive, then the rest of the guys see that, and then they all fall in line, which was great tonight.
Kyrie, after Game 4, you guys as a team just looked like you kind of lost your spirit a little bit. What were you and LeBron particularly coming out tonight? What was the mindset? Did you guys talk amongst each other, like, let's just set the tone? Was it just, you guys looked from the start like you were locked in, focused, and ready to will this team to victory?
I think you said it, that will. And if I had to do it for a full 48 minutes, I was ready to do that. And the magnitude of this moment, it really sunk in. And then coming in that locker room, I'm only thinking about Game 6 right now.
Right.
So it's hard to enjoy something like this. You're satisfied with the moment, but you're still not satisfied with the ultimate goal. And we understand that there's a great team in that locker room that we have a lot of respect for. We have to come out and even play at a higher level in Game 6.
Well, Kyrie, you talked about being able to go 48 minutes if you had to. Game 4 looked like you and LeBron got a little bit tired. Tell me the difference tonight, and also your spacing looked much different from when you guys had in Game 4.
We just started out the game trusting T. Lue completely. A minute here, a minute there, finding out the 3-minute timeout's coming up, so let me get him out, let me get him a few minutes of rest, and I trusted it completely. Not that I didn't trust it in Game 4, it's just me and Bron were shouldering a lot. And this game, we had to really be aggressive, and Bron didn't start the fourth quarter. He got first 2 minutes, and then other guys just filled in that role, and we continue to just be aggressive on both ends of the floor, which helped us propel us to this win.
Kyrie, who's the guy? Who's the guy that gives you your team confidence in those tough losses? I know when we lost a game in the finals, I would sit on the bus and I would be literally praying, saying, I hope we win one game. And Lambeer was always the guy who was like, we're going to win the next one. We're going to go out and we're going to do A, B, C, D, and E. Keep your head up. Who's that guy on your team that helps you when you're down or lifts the team up?
In those type of moments, I try to give everyone a lot of space, but I feel like I'm so serious all the time in terms of just trying to be mature. I'm the youngest guy on the team, but I have to be one of the most mature guys on the team. And in that locker room, I just come into the locker room and then I tell those guys we'll be fine. And then I look at Bron.
Right.
Me and Bron look at each other. We have an understanding. We understand what we have to do in order to even get a game and what we have to do in order to prepare for next game. So nothing really needs to be said. We just make eye contact. We understand the moment. He's been in finals before, so I kind of lean on him and shoulder him for that emotional support, and then it just continues to gradually go to everyone else.
There aren't many statistical categories where you and Wilt Chamberlain intersect, which is probably not a big surprise, but we found one tonight. 2 players in NBA history have scored 40 points or more on 70% shooting in an NBA Finals game. You and Wilt.
You're in a category with Wilt. That is something.
That's the list right there, Kyrie.
That's awesome.
It's impressive, man.
And I wonder, given the fact that you were sitting watching all this last year, I know you got work to do here, but what does this mean to you?
Ooh, it's a moment I've definitely been praying for and meditating a lot about. Last year, got to watch from the sideline. Watch from my hospital bed at the time. Finishing off surgery, and then coming into this finals, I knew that I had to be a lot better, and I had to be a leader for this team. And throughout the season, coming in kind of late, and then figuring things out throughout the season, talking to a couple of my mentors, and understanding what I had to do in order to be great for this team. And our work still isn't finished. We're still down in this series. We understand going back home, we feel really good, but we have to play at an even higher level.
We got something just for Zeke here, really, because as much as we all enjoy the ball handling, nobody enjoys it more than Isaiah.
Number 2 was great tonight.
He was going off in the back, Kyrie.
Every time you got it, I said, give it to number 2. Give it to number 2.
I've watched this play so many times. This is so awesome, man.
Well,
that pull-up jump shot. That pull-up jump shot's deadly.
Well, I had a 2000 game in the 80s.
Beep, beep, beep. Oh, man.
But I love doing that to Doc Rivers.
Oh, man. That mid-range game is so important, and it's so great that you have the ability to play in between the three-point line, mid-range, and also finish at the basket.
Well, yours too, and your ability not only on the mid-range, but also the ability to finish left-handed around the basket. And both of us being right-handed players, you get forced to your left a lot.
Yeah.
And when did you develop your left hand and just get so much confidence in it that it's now your strong hand?
Yeah, I actually broke my thumb in my freshman year of high school, and then I was just shooting a bunch of jump shots left-handed and floaters left-handed, and I actually played in a game where before my thumb was actually healed, and I was dribbling around the court left-handed.
Wow.
And then just shooting a bunch of floaters and trying to get to the basket left-handed, and then it just became a very, very important part of my game.
You never know what's going to come in handy later on. Congratulations on the win, on the big night as well. We'll see you in Cleveland.
Yes, sir.